Come in and craft with me. I'm Joey with Created in Awe. Today we are transforming a Dollar Tree disposable turkey tray into a beautiful Thanksgiving platter. We did one the other day, and this is what this one turned into. It's something totally different, a wall hanging, but I have something different in mind today. We will be painting this. So first things first, we're going to give it a spray coat of white primer. Through the magic of video, here it is done and dry. It's a very thin coat because we are going to go over it with some chalk paint. This stencil, Cornucopia from Magnolia, is what we're going to be putting on it. But first we're going to cover it with some chalk paint. Cashew is the color from Waverly, and I'm going to give this tray 2 full coats. I'm starting on the back, and I'm going to start around the bottom of that edge and the rim of the tray. And you can see there's quite a bit of texture to this tray on the rim. So that's one of the reasons I'm giving it 2 coats, so that I make sure I got in all those grooves. So both of those coats are completely dry now. And I'm going to use this clear wax from Magnolia. I'll apply it with our buffing cloth. One side I'm going to dip in there and apply a pretty generous coat. And then I'll flip it over and use the other side to buff off as much as I can. The purpose of this is to keep my stencil from sticking to that paint so hard that it pulls it up off of the surface. That's a problem I had with that black tray I showed you the other day. It pulled the paint up. So this time I'm making sure to apply wax, buffing it, and I let it dry. Now I let it dry for about an hour, and you'll see here, see how easy that stencil is to pull off. I should have let it dry for another hour. Then my stencil would have stuck somewhat, but anyway, it's beside the point. We're gonna make it work. We're smoothing out the stencil, getting all the air bubbles out, pressing it down. I'm gonna use the color called Tanned Leather in chalk paste. This is perfect consistency, nice and creamy, and we will apply it with a squeegee. I'm gonna get a generous amount and start to gently glide over the area of the design on the stencil. And as I run out, I'm just gonna kind of swipe it across. I'm not giving any pressure, just gliding it to apply it. Once it's applied, now I'm gonna clean off my excess. I'll press down just a little bit harder, not so hard that I move my stencil, but enough to get off the thick extra coating off the top. So I'm thinning it down. I'm going to smooth out the lines that I created, and we're going to pull the stencil off, and that part is done. It's perfect. It's stunning. I love the brown color because it's reminiscent to me of those old platters that you would have seen maybe at your grandmother's house for Thanksgiving. So we're giving this a good dry. Skip ahead just a little bit, and now I want to age it. So I have that dark wax I just showed you and a round kind of stenciling type brush. I'm going to work it into the bristles onto that paper towel off to the side, and then just lightly brush it across. And I just keep adding more until I get the color that I want. I'm going to go all the way around the tray. Once I have it the way I want it to look, I can stop. I am going to touch up a little spot down there on the base of the tray that got a little too much, and that's it. The last step is to spray it with a clear spray. That will protect the chalk paste, the chalk paint, and that wax finish. I'm really happy with how it came out. Again, this is the black tray that we had done the other day, and here is our Happy Thanksgiving Cornucopia. I will drop the supplies in the comments. Thank you so much for watching Created in Awe here on YouTube. You can see more videos on Facebook, and if you enjoyed this, I hope you'll like and subscribe to see more. See you soon.